Alright, how we doing? My name's Ashton. Let's talk about music. So in today's video, I'm going to go through some of the suggestions that you guys and some of my friends and family have recommended for choosing between two different bands. In this video, I'm going to choose between whichever bands has been recommended. I'm probably going to do it in the case of, like, I can only listen to one of these bands for the rest of my life, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And this definitely won't be the first video. I've had quite a few submissions, and some of the submissions I haven't heard of, so I need to go and listen to. But anyway, let's get right into it. The first couple were recommended to me by my friend Tommy Richardson, and the first one is definitely a good one. Pendulum versus The Prodigy. Now, I'm a big fan of both of those bands. I like Pendulum, I like Prodigy. I grew up on The Prodigy, and then I found Pendulum and went absolutely far and away with that. I think purely based on listening, I'm probably going to have to go Pendulum because, like, they did Watercolour, did that song Self versus Self with In Flames, which is a great song. They did, that entire Immersion album was great. Whereas I only listened to specific songs by The Prodigy, so I think Pendulum takes the cake there, yeah. The next one after that is Cannibal Corpse versus Morbid Angel. Now, this is Cannibal Corpse for me, hands down, personally. I like two songs by Morbid Angel. I'm not sure what one of them's called. The other one is Desolate Ways, which is like a 1 minute 40 acoustic track. I'm not sure which album it's off, I do apologise. Very, very, very cool, but I like more Cannibal Corpse songs. That's just me. Thank you very much, Tommy. The next few have been recommended by my mother because she wanted to get involved because she loves me so much. And she's given me some proper nasty suggestions. Let's just get straight into it. The first one is My Chemical Romance versus Iron Maiden. I don't even know where to start. Iron Maiden were like the first metal band I ever listened to. And like they hold a special place in my heart. I don't necessarily listen to them anymore at all, to be honest. But My Chemical Romance, like, also holds such a special place in my heart because it's such nostalgia, you know? I actually don't know. I'd be so sad if I wasn't allowed to listen to either of them for the rest of my life. Ah, okay, let's think about this logically now. My Chemical Romance have got Na Na Na, the entire Black Parade album. They've got Destroyer, they've got they've got great songs, man. But Iron Maiden have a lot more albums. A lot more I could listen to. People are going to be watching this now, watching me struggle and just laugh, going, pick that one, pick that one. I think I'm going to have to go with Iron Maiden, simply because they've got a heck of a bigger, twice the size of the discography. Like, Iron Maiden have got a lot more songs that I could listen to. So I think I'm probably going to have to pick Iron Maiden. I'm really sorry, My Chemical Romance. I do apologise. Anyway, moving on. Meat Loaf versus Gary Moore. For me, Meat Loaf, because I like more Meat Loaf songs. I like one Gary Moore song, Parisian Walkways. Fantastic song. Really, really good. Makes his guitar sing in that song. Very, very good. But Meat Loaf has I Would Do Anything for Love, Bat Out of Hell, and many other classics that I can't think off the top of my head. But, like, yeah, Meat Loaf for me, personally. Thin Lizzy versus Prince. Not really a fan of Prince, to be honest. Screen's gone off. So I'm probably going to have to go with Thin Lizzy. Boys are back in town. Yeah. Nightwish versus Evanescence. Nightwish. Nightwish. I like two Evanescence songs. Going Under and Bring Me to Life. But I like entire Nightwish albums. Nightwish are great. Nightwish for that one. Ozzy Osbourne versus Justin Timberlake. I hate Justin Timberlake. Ozzy Osbourne. Eric Clapton versus Gary Moore. Oh, Eric Clapton was in Cream as well, though. Probably Eric Clapton, actually. Layla is such a great song. Layla's better than Parisian Walkways any day. Yeah, Eric Clapton. Fluff Tongue versus Jar Crew. Fluff Tongue. I don't really like Jar Crew, to be honest. I like dance punk, whereas Fluff Tongue are like an interesting sound. It's got their own sound. Really weird. You should check out Fluff Tongue. They're great. Fluff Tongue versus Jar Crew. Fluff Tongue, yeah. Depeche Mode versus The Smiths. Haven't really listened to these. Did have a listen to them, and Depeche Mode, I think, are the ones for this. I do like a few Depeche Mode songs. Smiths just aren't really my cup of tea, to be honest. Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. Not a fan of Christina Aguilera, to be honest. Britney Spears, yeah. Talking Heads versus Cocteau Twins. Talking Heads. Just for Psycho Killer. Yeah. Talking Heads versus Talking Heads, that one. Sisters of Mercy versus Susie and the Banshees. Sisters of Mercy. Sisters of Mercy are like old Iron Maiden? Question mark. They're a lot more up my street. Sisters of Mercy, anyway. Yeah. Duran Duran versus Spandau Ballet. Spandau Ballet did Gold, which is a great song, but Duran Duran did Wild Boys, and that's one of my childhood songs. I like that. Duran Duran. Level 42 versus Everything But the Girl. Didn't really know who either of these were, but I gave it a listen, and based on the songs that I listened to, Everything But the Girl I would go for. Half Man, Half Biscuit versus Spin Doctors. Half Man, Half Biscuit. Some of the funniest punk I've listened to in a very long time, though. Thank you, Mum. And then I've got two from my dad, both of which, well, he knows me very well and he knows what kind of music I listen to. And the first one is a nasty one. Whitechapel versus Meshuggah. I either don't get to listen to Meshuggah again, or I don't get to listen to Phil Bozeman again. Phil Bozeman's one of the greatest deathcore vocalists in the world. But Meshuggah are one of the greatest bands in the West. But it's got to be Meshuggah, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, Whitechapel. That was unfair, to be honest, though. Meshuggah are legends. Yeah. And the last one he's given me is Metallica versus Avenged Sevenfold. Metallica, hands down. Don't really get the hype about Avenged Sevenfold, to be honest. I get that... what is it, Waking the Demon? No, that's Bullet for Valentine. The album with Unholy Confessions on it. That is a good album, but I like a lot more Metallica songs than I like Avenged Sevenfold. A lot more. So yeah. And then my little brother Ethan has given me some funny ones and some really nasty ones. Slipknot versus Disturbed. Oh, two of my top 5 bands. Oh, Slipknot versus Disturbed. Where do we even start? Slipknot have given us such bangers like Duality, Before I Forget, The Blister Exists, The Devil and I. And then Disturbed have given us Stricken, Down with the Sickness, Sacred Lie, my favourite Disturbed song. Even Disturbed's Immortalized album was pretty good, I think. But Slipknot. Oh, that's so... Disturbed or Slipknot? Oh, man. I don't know. Oh, if I had to pick one for the rest of my life... Oh, no, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Why have you done this to me, Ethan? Oh, I hate you. Oh, it's probably going to have to be Slipknot, to be honest. Disturbed have kind of fallen off now, whereas Slipknot are still making great music, so I think Slipknot. Sorry, Disturbed. Pipped at the post, honestly. Like, that's a hard one. Okay, yeah, Slipknot. And then the next one he's given me is Korn versus David Bowie. That's fair. I mean, this will take a few people by surprise, I think, but definitely Korn. I just don't listen to David Bowie. Not really the biggest fan, to be honest. That's going to offend quite a few people, I think. But oh well. Korn versus Primus. Now that's really unfair because I love both of those bands. Korn versus Primus. It's got to be Korn, to be honest. Primus are very niche and their albums are quite a difficult listen, whereas some of Korn's albums are absolutely banging. So yeah, probably Korn. And I think we're going to have to end it here because the video's at 10 minutes now. Don't worry, if your requests haven't been said, I will do another video about them No need to worry about that. I will include every single request that I've been given so far. And also, if you want, if you disagree with me, please leave it in the comments and give me your reasoning, because I'm interested to know at the end of the day. And you can leave as much hate in the comments as you want, because at the end of the day, I'm talking about, I want to preach openness about music, and no one's going to agree with me all the time, and that's fair enough. But either way, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been fun. Anyway, yeah, have a good morning, day, evening, night, wherever you may be on the face of the earth. Tara.